Hey. This is Domo Galarza. We're going to be talking about
some bullshit,
the self-determination of a group of people seeking to preserve their culture and start a new life.
Where is it
for white people?
Where is it located?
It's located in the Ozarks.
In the Ozarks, so Missouri?
Yeah, like North Arkansas, southern Missouri.
Oh, okay. So like no part of where fucking black people are gonna want to be anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, how many black people are in the Ozarks?
You have to do it now, dude. We should just Google that shit before we get fucking,
Yeah, you're right. We might as well Google it.
No, because Ozarks is
black people in the Ozarks.
Or what's the population?
Black Ozarks, according to Wikipedia,
because Arkansas actually has a good-sized black population.
Yeah.
But it's just more, like, I would feel it would be more like Little Rock. It'd be, like, the cities in Arkansas.
I feel like they're more on, like, the Mississippi Delta.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, because, I find the Missouri River, too. So it's like, you have St. Louis, then you have East St. Louis.
Yeah.
You have Kansas City, Missouri, then you have Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, which been to Kansas City, Missouri for Royals versus Red Sox game. That was fucking awesome. I love that area, though. It's nice.
Yeah, Kansas City seems pretty cool. Plus, Tech Nine is from there.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. Like, it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just going to Kauffman Stadium. Like, dude, that's all it was. So, parking lot's huge because they share it with the Chiefs. So,
yeah, unfortunately, if I ever go to this town, I'm going to have to stand at the entrance because I'm only half white.
Where?
What's
the name of the town?
The town? I don't think the town has a name. They just called it Return to the Land.
Jesus Christ.
So go back to Europe. Okay, Return to the Land. So go back to Europe then.
Fuck.
So yeah, I saw this thing on like NBC News.
They're making it seem like it's a bigger issue than what it is, but they're not helping the cause. So.
Exactly.
They're just playing into all the bullshit.
So something I noticed about racial groups like that, I kind of try to see if they're, the way I see it, if they were truly for the white race, they would be helping out the community. Because I've studied like the Ku Klux Klan and stuff like that, and they don't help out the community at all.
No, of course not. It's all about like preserving and like thoughts and preserving like just the way everybody looks rather than like the way they actually are.
Exactly.
And I think that's where like the problem stems with white power. It's not the fact that you can't be proud of what you are. It's just more the fact of like your rhetoric is all bullshit.
Exactly.
And I think that's the real issue. Like in just being a white dude who was like raised by Puerto Ricans, it's wild. It's fun as fuck. But like it's just like, dude, like I'm close to 30 now, and I relate more with just white shit now. Because, like, it's just, like, yeah, I grew up around Puerto Ricans and everything, but it's just more of, like, in the generation we're in then, it's fucking tough. You know what I mean? It's just, like, a tough time. Like, you probably feel the same way. Like, dude, you feel like you're so close to where you're the Vietnamese side, but you can't be Vietnamese enough to, like, you know what I mean? It depends, though. I think Vietnamese people are fucking the shit, though, and they're way more open-minded.
I don't. It depends on the open-minded part.
Not the open-mindedness, but like they're more like, I would say, like loving.
Yeah, they are.
They're caring people. I feel they'll get you fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And they the video you sent me that one time.
I relate more to white people, but I feel more at home with Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
So. Basically, this is an article by The Hill. It was written on July 24th, and it was written by Sarah Fortinsky. The title is Whites Only Community Seeks Missouri Expansion. So they're probably gonna pretend they're John Wayne, because a lot of like white evangelical nutcases that were infiltrated by the Confederacy want to be John Wayne. But a whites-only group called Return to the Land RTTL, derided by critics as racist and anti-Semitic, is looking to expand its reach from its base in northern Arkansas to an area near Springfield, Missouri. A co-founder of the group said recently.
They're trying to go to Springfield? Oh, shit.
Where's Springfield?
Like, it's low in Missouri, but it's a big enough population to where it's like, probably like, I would say it's probably like between like 60 to 80K.
Oh, wow. Okay. They want to take over, like, okay, they're trying, they got big plans. Yeah, right.
How much is the Springfield population?
Springfield population.
Springfield, Missouri.
Springfield MO. 169,000.
That damn fucking double what I thought. Holy shit. God damn. Dude, that might be the bigger than the population of Springfield, Mass.
Probably.
Wow. Holy shit.
The prospect of a growing whites-only community where members are evaluated based on European ancestry and where Jews are denied membership is raising concerns among state and local officials and activist groups. RTTL, which describes itself as a private member association, began development in 2023 on a space in northern Arkansas, which sits on 160 acres of land.
That's a lot of fucking land, dude, already.
A co-founder of the group, Eric Orwell, told KOLR that he hopes to expand soon to an area of the land outside Springfield and eventually expand to all 50 states. Okay, yeah, it was that type of thing.
This sounds like some Koresh shit now. Yeah. Like, dude, like when we first heard about it, we were like, oh, okay, like they're just living on the land, they have it, but to expand, oh shit.
You're
gonna have to buy up all the fucking. Dude, China's already beating at you to the fucking farmland, so what the fuck are you gonna buy?
One of those guys was on the Jake Shield podcast, and he does not look healthy. He has like real like heavy bags under his eyes. He looks like he'd be a fucking sculpture.
Jesus Christ. Or was, I don't know.
Probably, I don't know, was at one point. Yeah, like, one of you guys go through a phase like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they get the emo phase, they got the hip hop wigger phase.
Now they got the white national phase.
Yeah. Nah, fuck. And God forbid, because it's like the fucking conservative movement in this country is all starting with the young movement. So, you can't really, but going, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They want to be an.
We want to ensure that white Americans who value their ancestry will have the ability to live among like-minded people in the future if they choose to do so, regardless of demographic changes, Orwell told the news outlet. Here's the thing, though.
You don't really do it, though, I feel, still. So it's like...
So the thing about that is the main... when the colonies were founded, right?
Mm-hmm.
The main base of people were... the English, the Scottish, the Welsh, and the Scots-Irish.
Mm-hmm.
The Scots-Irish, because they live in Ireland, they weren't welcomed in a lot of places, so
right.
they had to live in like the mountains. This is back when the West was like Ohio, so they were kicked out of there. So in Europe, it's like I'm whiter than you. That's the way they think. That's the racism over there.
Allow fucking Germans and all these other,
exactly,
which Germans got pushed to the Midwest, so that's why there's a lot of more populated Midwest places with German descent. So it's just German, Dutch. They all like Dutch were there in New York first, but then they got pushed out because Britain's a bunch of fucking douchebags. So.
Yeah, Britons were the douchebags. I don't know what it is in all blood, but basically, one of my favorite YouTubers, his name is Count Dankula. He's Scottish, so to make fun of the French, what he does is he says, "All right, so this is in French, but to translate to a white language, it means, because he's trying to imply that French people aren't white."
Yeah. No, well, technically Spain and Portugal is European.
Yeah.
I don't think because one speaks Spanish and one speaks Portuguese, I don't technically consider it European. Me personally, which it's in Europe, so they should be considered European, but like they would be considered Spanish or Spanish speaking countries. So like that's where like you have those conversations. So like the three that are included I would say Italy's its own fucking people too.
Yeah, you're right.
Italy's definitely not like to consider like a Sicilian Italian that's darker than a fucking black dude white is fucking wild. That's why like I don't let race is stupid as shit. Like nationality and all this other stuff is fine, but like race is stupid as shit.
It is stupid, and like,
very stupid.
What's to say that you're not like because there's different types of white. There's Polish, there's English and Scottish, there's Balkan,
as even white Argentinians who would probably like Chileans. Like there's just based on the skin tone, you're looking at the race. You're not really looking at like the culture of where they're from. And I think that's where like it's a problem.
Yeah, and when white people were coming over here, they were coming over here to escape oppression by the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
So,
And
are you gonna not let Catholic people in? Are you not gonna let Orthodox people in? Like, what type of whites are you gonna let in? That's the thing.
Yeah, this sounds fucked. Yeah, reading this sounds fucked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
When you first heard about it, you're like, all right, fucking leave them alone. And 160 acres, it's like, all right, cool, let them do their own thing. But if they want to do all this crazy shit and expand to 50 states, where like every state's different, every state, you're gonna be paying more money for states like Massachusetts, New York, fucking Texas, Florida, Cali. Like, dude, you're gonna be paying way more money for like, dude, like if you're gonna just be in bumfuck Arkansas,
If you want to fuck Arkansas or Montana, that's different. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But, like, if you want to,
like be in all 50 states, it's crazy.
yeah, exactly.
How the fuck are you gonna get to Hawaii and Alaska?
Exactly. The whole in Alaska. Yes. That's what. What are you gonna go to Puerto Rico too?
Nah, Puerto Ricans won't like that shit. They already got the Paul brothers, man. Come on, they don't like that shit.
The Paul brothers are in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because they get the fucking capital gains tax.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's why a lot of white millionaires and billionaires go to Puerto Rico. This is considered a province, but then they move to Puerto Rico so they can get like capital gains tax 0.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to pay like I think they still have to pay property taxes and shit like that, but it's capital gains.
Yeah. But yeah, it goes on. He says RTTL plans to coordinate homeschool groups, healthcare networks, legal advocacy groups, and more, all of which will be barred to people of color. Whites should have the ability to live among their own people if that's what they want to do, and mass immigration is quickly making that nearly impossible in many Western nations. Okay, he does have a point there, because like Europe is being like overrun with like mass immigration. Like,
Yeah, Europe's becoming slowly like it's wild because like it's a lot of Muslims that are getting involved. Like I was watching something on Instagram and it was through like a Irish publication and they're saying that Irish kids have to like wait. They're picking all the like the immigrant kids first
oh shit!
for schools. Oh,
And my phone is ringing. I'll ignore that, but
your phone, bitch. You know.
yeah, if it's saying out the number, I don't know the number. Hopefully you guys can't hear the number. I don't want to, dox anybody, but yeah, so and like they're just letting them in, the thing, they're from Arab countries. Arab countries do not assimilate. That's the reason why other countries are not like letting in refugees from Gaza because they just don't assimilate. Like if you see,
and that's what sucks because that's the whole issue with what's going on right now. Like they're very fucking dude. They're like almost the malnutrition and everything. But then like you try to send them somewhere else, and it's like what the fuck? Like it's a very complex situation because of this shit. You have all these issues. You have all these people. You have the people of 109 countries getting kicked out of. Now they have their land. They have this. They're doing the same tactics. And then at the end of the day, but like you said, like with the Palestinians, sometimes they just don't assimilate well, or just
yeah, they don't.
And it sucks because it's like, dude, they just take over and they want to do their own thing, and then it's like, fuck. That's why America's great, because even if you have Muslims that come into this country, they still assimilate better than any other place.
Yeah,
and I feel like just geographically they have to. Because, like, dude, like, you take in a fucking... Like, if I was leaving Jordan, that's an 8 to 10 hour flight, if not more. I can't... But if I'm going to fucking Barcelona, that's like a fucking 3-4 hour flight. You know what I mean? I could be as quick... I could go back to Jordan as quick as possible. You know what I mean? So I feel geographically helps that I'm going to America when I'm a Muslim. Because... Plus, like, being a true... American, you understand that we don't have a true religion.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where people who tend to, we're a Christian country, we're this and that. Yeah, we were born on Christian principles, but we don't. Clear my fucking throat. Maybe that phone call was for a sucky place. I don't know. Yeah, but that's where with the Christian values, we have Christian values. We don't have a technical, I wouldn't say we have a technical religion in this country, and that's what I like about it. Because at the end of the day, we could have all these discussions, we could have this, we could have that, but just being honest, like we're not truly a Christian country. Mm-hmm. So, it's great for other religions, but then you have the wink, wink, trying, so. But
Yeah, and a lot of people say, well, America is a Christian country, particularly the rednecks. That this guy is probably that the gentleman in our TTL, like Mr. Orwell says. But here's the thing: Thomas Jefferson, he had a copy of the Quran.
Yeah.
And they explicitly did not want it to keep separation of church and state.
Yeah.
Like, even the most religious people I know believe in separation of church and state.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. And
which would I think the next thing that we have to do, I hate saying this because I appreciate all the work that good churches do. We have to tax churches, dude.
Yeah.
We have, especially these fucking mega churches, dude. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought they were just gay. Now I think they're just demons, you know?
Yeah. Well, because technically they're spreading God's word and making money off God's word. So, and that's a very much a sinful fucking thing. That's the
I still think they're gay, but I think they're more demons than gay. But,
oh, you moan now? Or your kiss?
No, yeah. And speaking of the unseen favorite character, Mo, he's Albanian, and Albanians are like the first white civilizations, but I noticed that no white nationals are Albanian. Have you noticed that?
Oh, it's true.
Not even Greek, you know what I'm saying? Not even Greek.
Yeah. Oh, because they actually understand that it's about culture.
Yeah.
And they would get looked at differently, and even their own countrymen would treat them a little different if they were fucking little, you know? They got their own shit over there too, man. Like Greeks hate Albanians. They have their own hate. You know what I mean? They don't hate on race. They hate on just whatever the fuck is close to me. So like I feel it's different. So
like Serbian will tell an Albanian that he's not white enough because he's Muslim, you know. Right. Albanian will tell a Serbian he's whiter than you because because we were there before him, you know, stuff like that.
Stupid shit.
Yeah. And Mr. Orwell says, if individuals decide to live in multiracial communities, then they should be allowed to do so, but we don't want racial forced on us in every aspect of life, he added. Then why do you want to go to all 50 states?
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, that is too much. Missouri Democrats are pushing back on the effort. Chelsea Rodriguez, communications director for the state Democratic Party, called RTTL a hate group and said it won't be welcomed. Check it out, though. Like, you know Zinc, Arkansas. You know the guy in Zinc, Arkansas, Tom Bowie, his name is? It's like, Jedion hangs out with him a lot. He's like this guy he's not a hateful guy. That's the thing. He's like a chill dude. And he just has his opinions. And he's like, well, I think, diversity is code word for white genocide, and I think that and I just don't want to be around black people, and black people don't want to be around me either. So that's just normal, man.
Jesus.
And he's like, he's like this chill dude. Everyone in like Harrison, Arkansas, or wherever, kind of hates him because they think that he brings like the mayor of the town hates him. Everyone else likes him because they know him.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. He's just like, and he's like mowing his lawn. He's shooting the shit with anybody. He's like shooting the shit with black guys, you know. And I think that's kind of and you can tell he's genuine about it. But I don't know if after seeing that they want to split to 50 states, I don't think RTTL is genuine about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's like insecurity mostly because like I feel like you're not secure in your, heritage, anything like that.
Right, because if you just do it like the Amish do, like honestly, like I would just preserve, like if you're truly about preserving this and doing all this shit, like you wouldn't like spew the way they're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it was just your bumfuck area and you did this and you did that, that's fine. You're off the grid. You're doing all this other stuff, but the spread to 50 states, damn.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and it's like, okay, if you need to understand how
sad thing is,
people
like,
outside of Arkansas,
if they reached all 50 states, they could, but it's just more of like what fucking land, like, dude, you're gonna just, I don't know, like, dude, you just, that's a whole nother conversation, though. So.
Yeah, I know. And the article goes on. Missouri families are fed up with the fringe extremism Missouri Republicans keep inviting into their communities. If this hate group tries to relocate to Springfield, they shouldn't expect to be embraced, Rodriguez said in a statement. Missouri Democrats have a clear message for any hate group eyeing our state. This is our home. We were raised here, and we shall and we share the same respect for the Constitution and Second Amendment as our neighbors. Your hate has no place in our home," she continued. I love how she's blaming the Republicans for it.
No, but that's why, like, that's the issue. Dude, it's not a fucking Dem or Republican thing. It's not a white-black thing. It's just more of, this is how people feel. So let the feeling be known, and if you want to denounce a feeling or if you feel it's hate, do love.
Yeah,
Don't blame, don't do all this other bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the problem we're having right now. Like, dude, like, it's just a blame game between fucking left and right, fucking black, white, fucking gay, straight. Like, dude, don't play the blame game.
I just thought
If something's wrong, do the right thing and be right.
yes.
Don't do fucking bullshit. If you're gonna stoop to levels like that, it is fucking stupid.
Yeah, and
Really dumb.
so if you're gonna blame people for stuff, like, I bought this book. It's like a very famous book. It's called Behold a Pale Horse. It's by this guy who was a conspiracy theorist named Bill Cooper. And Bill Cooper, he was, not only was he followed by militia guys, he was also followed by, black people in prison, Black Panthers, Nation of Islam guys. He was followed by everybody. So if you box people into this, like, one thing, like, oh, this guy's a white supremacist because white supremacists follow him. It's like, okay, well, a lot of white supremacists, like, punk music is punk white supremacist now?
Hey.
Yeah, and the article goes on. It says State Representative Jeremy Dean, a Democrat who represents part of Springfield in the Missouri House of Representatives, says he has no doubt that the groups such as RTTL are emboldened by federal and state politicians who attack marginalized communities and fuel a climate where hate can grow. They're just making it about themselves, man. It's just dipshits who want to make shit about themselves. I think these Koresh types are. So I've studied, militia guys, Koresh types. They don't have bank accounts. They don't rely on the Federal Reserves. I don't even think they buy stocks. They don't do anything. What they would do is they would, like, rob banks to fund their, like, organizations. Like, the very first, like, white power militia group was called, what it was called? The Order.
The Order, Jesus Christ.
They would, like, rob banks and, to, like, fund their stuff. And oh my God, these guys are if you start to learn about white militias, you start to realize how big of a dorks they are.
Yeah, they're dweebs, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God. And the article goes on. Southwest Missouri has a racist past, what state doesn't? But we've made progress and we're not going back. Why nationalist groups have no place in our country, especially not here, Dean added in a statement.
Love how they said, like, we had our problems.
We've had our problems in the past.
We're not trying to bring it back. Oh, God.
It is what it is. I mean, okay, well, what about the racism now that you're dealing with? Like, redlining? Yeah. So the reason why some neighborhoods are nicer than others, and those nice neighborhoods,
that's the liberals. That's the liberal racism. Like, that's the Democrats doing this shit that act on and say we're gonna do this and do that. Then they fuck you, and then they put you in zone 4 rather than zone 3, and you can't go to the good school. You got to go to the fucking ghetto school.
You said it better than I did.
So that's what it is.
Then I could have
no, but it's true. Like, they come from the same wing. Liberal racism is controlling you and how they actually do. Those motherfuckers, like, it's not Republicans telling you can't get a fucking good credit score. It's not Republicans telling you can't fucking do this and do that. It's Democrats.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones, if they're passing all this shit because they're doing it for social justice, they're really doing it to fucking own you and control you. Conservatives don't give a fuck. They want you to do shit yourselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, and that's where, like, it's not like they're not trying to help. They're not helping. So who gives you fuck? Like, they're not trying, dude. Yeah, someone trying is trying to get you. Like, that's the problem.
And even if these guys were truly, like, racist, like, why don't you fight racism now? If you're taking this one group of dipshits and saying, like, oh, these guys are dangerous, they're the most evil people ever. I was like, first of all, Malcolm X used to preach, like, black people forming their own, like black communities, keeping everything in the neighborhood black.
Yeah.
Black owned, black run, black everything, and they do that to preserve their culture.
Right.
And if honestly, if you want to be anti-racist, I think if white people want to do that, they should be allowed to.
Right.
Be truly anti-racist.
To the extent that like this is coming through.
That this is coming through. These guys want to take over the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Well,
which it won't happen because, like, at the end of the day, like, there's so many different types of, like, there's a lot of like-minded people that I feel that would do this type of shit. But then at the end of the day, like, you're not going to be able to get 160 acres of farmland or land in every fucking state. Because, dude, there's so many states that are, like, dude, look at, I'll go out there, Midwest, you're not going to get 160 acres, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're not, because at the end of the day, like, you have the mom and pops that are still farming who are going to get bought out by fucking China.
exactly.
Because China already has so much of the fucking farmland.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they fucking get you. So that's where the problem stems. Like, dude, like, you're not going to get any fucking land in Ohio, fucking Nebraska, fucking Iowa, South Dakotas. You're not going to already get it because already so many powerful people already fucking have it.
Yeah, yeah. And the article goes on. Another Missouri Democrat who represents part of Springfield and Jefferson City, State Representative Betsy Fogel, said the blatant racism embraced by Mr. Orwell's group is not welcomed in his district. Southwest Missouri is too beautiful to be ruined by worldviews so ugly. History has been very clear about the outcomes of groups like Mr. Orwell's who seek to leave behind others based on the color of their skin, Fogel said in a statement. I refuse to let history repeat itself in my hometown and would ask my colleagues to do the same, she added. All right, well, okay, here's the thing. She says Southwestern Missouri is too beautiful to be ugly. So be anti-racist. So try to help out your community. Like I don't know, start a food drive, get good health care, invest into education. Because the reason why we don't have a lot of skinheads up in Massachusetts is because Massachusetts is the most educated state.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, I remember, like, it's like, I saw this one video, this black guy came up to this Jewish guy and said, hey man, black people are the original Jews. And the Jewish guy saw, like, what he was trying to do. He was like, all right, if you're Jewish, read the Bible. He's like, it bothers you? But it doesn't bother you that I'm the original Jew? I'm more Jewish than you? He's like, you're more Jewish than me, then read the Bible.
Yeah.
He's just like, very good, so follow the Bible. He's like an old school, like, Jewish guy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same thing with, like, white militia groups. So it's like, if you're truly for the white race, help out your community. I mean, Mr. Orwell seems to have an idea of how to help out the community, but like, if they seem to kind of want to make that about themselves, Yeah. It's, okay, if you're gonna do stuff like that, go ahead, you hick. But like, don't think that. If you're gonna, don't expect the rest of the country to think the way you do.
No.
All right? We are states for a reason, because every state is different.
Mm-hmm.
And the article says the group has faced pushback in Arkansas as well. Lindsay Back Friedman, the Anti-Defamation League's regional district of the South Central region, says the group's efforts to revive discredited and reprehensible forms of segregation and should be illegal under the federal and state civil laws, as well as under the Arkansas Fair Housing Act and the Fair Housing Act of 1968. Here's the thing about the EDL, guys. These are the same dopes who said that Pepe the Frog is a hate symbol. If you have ever seen the movie American History X, you will remember that scene where Derek Vineyard, he like rips down his shirt and he yells a swastika. He says, "You see this? It means not welcome." Could you imagine if instead of a swastika, it was Pepe the Frog? Like, imagine that.
I don't know many Nazis that would get that shit, so...
Yeah, exactly. Not many Nazis that are to get the shit. And what type of Nazi are we talking about? Are we talking about, like, full-on neo-Nazi? Are we talking about skinheads? Are we talking about white militia guys? Are we talking about Ku Klux Klan? Are we talking about Tiki Torch Whites?
Tiki Torch Whites? Charleston?
Oh my god, those guys are dorks. I remember I was in high school when that happened. Oh my god, I just thought it was the most stupidest.
It was, because they're like all preppy fuckers, and they just like,
It's fake preppy too. That's the thing. It's like, like it's the thing about like alt-righters versus Nazi skinheads.
Yeah.
Alt-righters are racist kids. Nazi skinheads are big, scary racist kids. Who do you think is going to leave more of an impression?
Yeah, big scary.
You know, the idiot, the dweeb on his computer who sits on 4chan all day. And writes like white power blogs on like Reddit, or the guy who with the shaved head who works out a lot with tattoos and he beats people up at punk rock shows. You know,
Right.
exactly. So stupid, but yeah, fuck the ADL guys. They're the true dividers.
Well, what? These guys?
ADL, honestly, and it's saying that it's illegal. No, first of all, no, it shouldn't be illegal. If you're making it illegal, you're definitely gonna prove their point. Because back in the day, they were trying to make like black people defending themselves from police to be illegal. You know, like Ronald Reagan actually made push gun control in California because he wanted the Black Panthers to not have guns anymore. And the Black Panthers, they would have guns and
wasn't he Republican?
Yeah, he was Republican. And that's the thing. Reagan was only okay with gun control when black people had the guns. That's the thing about them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the NRA, but Black Panthers, they were trying to protect their communities from cops who were beating them up. They weren't trying to undermine the cops' authority. They just wanted to make sure that they were being fair.
Right.
And who's to say that the RTTO guys aren't doing the same thing?
End of the day, and just to move on to the other topic we're trying to talk to, I think at the end of the day, like you're saying, it should all be, if we're all American, we all have the same rights. Don't fucking push laws that make it strongly invouch one group of people. Yeah, it's bullshit. That's stupid. If we're all Americans and we all have the same rights, and I mean true Americans, not motherfuckers that you bring here and you pay fucking all these food stamps and all this other shit, the EBT and everything. Not that you're just trying to get voters out of that. That's the problem. It's not the problem that they come here and try to fucking live a better life. I'm all for that. I want fucking people to understand that. But they're buying voters doing this shit. And that's the problem. That's the main issue I have.
Yeah.
Because you can't even fucking help out our fucking Social Security, fucking Medicare. You can't even help out the fucking elderly. You can't help our veterans, but you fucking
can't help out the homeless.
Can't help the homeless, but then you're gonna give fucking thousands upon thousands of dollars in EBT and all this other shit.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers that can't even speak that's where you have to have these conversations, because at the end of the day, that stems from it. You can't help. You know what I mean? That's the real issue. You can't deny that. But then at the end of the day, we'll end with this: if they never said that they were trying to reach all 50 states, cool, do what you got to do. But now that they said they want to reach all 50 states, it's all bullshit. It's just another bullshit militia.
Yeah.
And they don't probably even have guns, but dude, they're trying to be peaceful and act peaceful, but then they say shit like that.
Yeah, I know. That's not going to get people on his side. And the guy, I've seen him, he looks kind of creepy. So,
yeah. No, that video that they did from the news outlet that they did, yeah, no, they look weird. Yeah. Like you said,
the women are pretty, but the dudes are just they look like fucking incels.
Yeah.
All right. It's 32 and 33 minutes in, so we're gonna move on to another white nationalist symbol, Sydney Sweeney.
Very hot topic.
Very, very, very hot topic. All right, we'll be back. Hey, we are back. Now we're gonna talk about ever since Sydney Sweeney popped off on the scene, she's become a symbol for white supremacy. See, she's blonde-haired and blue-eyed. That's not good. We need to make him as black as possible. And she's hot. That's the worst thing about it. She's damaging men's urges. She is encouraging evil urges in men. She is tempting men. Nah, I'm kidding. But always Sydney Sweeney, dude.
I've watched them. I don't want to say I understand where they're coming from. They do use the jeans and jeans thing a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
But what the fuck? Dude, I don't know, man. Dude, we're just talking about some hot blonde fucking with big tits, and they're just trying to fucking sell some jeans, dude.
Yeah. I know, exactly. Something I noticed in the media, I don't know what it is. People fucking hate Sydney Sweeney. I don't know why. Some people just absolutely hate Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if it's because she's hot or it's because she's pissing off the wrong people. She's probably just pissing off the wrong people. I don't know, man.
Something. I don't know. I think with her, it's just more of like, he just does what she does. I don't know. I think she doesn't stand for. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, she doesn't stand for anybody, so that's why they don't like her, because doesn't belong to anybody, so they can't control her. That's probably it. So this article is by Forbes. The title is Sydney Sweeney's Good Genes Ad, the American Eagle Controversy Explained. It was written by Danny D. Placido, and it was published yesterday on July 31st. All right, the article says, why are culture warriors so fixated on ads? American Eagle's newest ad campaign starring Sydney Sweeney sparked backlash online as a video of Sweeney in a Canadian tuxedo talking about her good genes was accused of delivering a regressive message. In one of several videos for American Eagle's ad campaign, Sweeney delivers a little talk about DNA, saying genes are passed down from parenting to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue, Sydney concludes, with the ad delivering the now infamous line, Sydney Sweeney has good genes. Okay, why are they making it a eugenics thing? That's the thing. She has good genes. She doesn't have good genes because she's white. She has good genes because she's hot.
Yeah.
Okay, there are plenty of black women I think are hot because of their good genes.
Like Beyonce.
Lauryn Hill, Doja Cat, this one girl I went to high school with, I'm not gonna say her name.
It's like this one chick back in grade school.
Back in grade boy with me, but so why are they making it a race thing? If anything, has Sydney Sweeney ever done anything to support like white supremacists? Has she ever donated to those RTTL fucks? Those.
Jesus.
Imagine fucking Sydney Sweeney going to live with those guys. But anyway, online progressive commentators seem disturbed by the ad and criticize the Euphoria star for catering to the male gaze. Oh, so if men find something attractive, that's bad?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess Tori Wilson, Chelsea Green, Francine, Mina Shirakawa, Stacy Keibler, Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm all need to quit wrestling right now because they are sexist. They are sexist. We need to burn all their DVDs.
So what did you just say? One more time for me, please.
Tori Wilson.
No, on the article.
Online progressive commentators seem disturbed by the ad and criticize the Euphoria star for catering to the male gaze.
To the male gaze?
Yeah, do you know what male gaze is?
Oh, male gaze. Oh, like gaze. Okay, I thought you said like male gaze. Like what the fuck does that have to do with the gaze? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. So, and here's the thing. Like men find things attractive. That's just basic marketing. Men like to look at hot women. I like to look at hot women. I invest in like 8x10s. That's just how we operate. And women like to look at hot women too.
Right?
Because women probably look at hot women more than men do.
Easily.
Because they're around women more. Kind of like we're around guys more than women because we're guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it? And there's nothing wrong with appealing to the male gaze. Like, sure, no. Well, because we think we're perverts. Okay, well, what? That's just how men operate. Men probably think about sex more, But women enjoys sex more than men. That's the thing.
They just want us to fucking stare at Lizzo and all these.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll find Lizzo hot. Yeah. Put Lizzo in an American Eagle ad. Yeah. She's definitely hotter than Sydney Sweeney. Jesus Christ. Like Sydney Sweeney, Lizzo. Sydney Sweeney, Lizzo. Lizzo takes the cake. Lizzo is hotter than Sydney Sweeney will ever be. Jesus Christ. Who did people anymore? Oh, you're gonna love this. Other viewed the focus on the good genes of a conventionally attractive blue-eyed blonde woman as some kind of eugenist dog whistle.
Jesus, man.
Look at this fucking retard. Read it for yourself.
The American Eagles ad wasn't just a commercial. It was a love letter to white nationalism and eugenic fantasies, and Sydney Sweeney knew it. Interesting. And then what's the other one say?
Oh, haha, like genes. I get it. She has good genes like she has good genes. Haha, like in a Nazi way, totally.
Hey, Lord.
It's like, what? It's like, whatever, you know?
People have too much time on their hands.
Yeah. It's like, you really have nothing better to do than to argue over an advertisement, over an accomplished actor. Like, what is going on, guys? It's like when fucking PewDiePie, when the Wall Street Journal was trying to bury PewDiePie, when they were trying to make him out to be a Nazi, when really, in reality, he was the guy that was, hold on, I'm getting a text. Who's texting me? Oh,
What?
okay, but yeah, sorry, my sister was texting me. Hold on, let me put my phone on silent. Texting me about that thing that I probably I put in like a package for. But anyway, many criticized and pushed against the clip, which sparked counter-reaction from reactionary content creators who heralded the ad as a cultural victory. Okay, do you feel like people making it like a cultural victory is people making it about themselves too?
Somewhat, but I don't know, man. Like you said, it's just I feel like if people are gonna just be doing shit bigger than themselves, they have to do it for the actual motive of doing it for something bigger than themselves.
Yeah,
I think that's like the main issue and objective that it should be. But I feel like you say, like everybody just makes it about themselves. I feel so. Like if you really feel this way, like I don't know, man. Like dude, like there's no problems with like like you see this hot blue-eyed white chick, but then like all the trannies could read to your fucking 5-year-old in kindergarten. They can do all this crazy like exactly. I don't know, like dude, like it's just like how open can we be? And like nothing's wrong with being open, but at the end of the day, like how extreme can you go? And this is just such a little thing that you're just making. I don't know. It's all bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Fulham says reached out to American Eagle via email for content. While some view the American Eagle ad as reflecting something unpleasant about the current moment, it could be considered a symptom of nostalgia culture. The ad is explicitly a remake of a controversial Brooke Shields ad from the 80s shot when she was only 15 years old. I never heard of that. I've heard of Brooke Shields. I never heard of.
Was it from what's the ad referring to? So it's Brooke Shields. Like in American Eagle, or is it
what was an American Eagle? I'm watching the thing right now. I can't hear it because like the audio thing is pressed in. Apparently that's it on Twitter.
Oh damn! She was 15 then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was the 80s. Like NBA stars were knocking up 14-year-olds. It's the fucking like it was weird.
Yeah, they were.
In the last few years, fierce controversies have often been sparkled by commercials with commentators seemingly viewing ad campaigns as a battleground for a never-ending culture war. It's like, why is everything a culture war?
Because they want, dude, like I said, man, they just want all this bullshit. They want you fucking just, I don't know.
They're trying to divide us, man.
With just the simplest fucking simplistic thing. Like, dude, it's just some hot blonde, blue-eyed chick wearing jeans and she's showing her titties.
I was like, she has her tits out. Good. It's Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
After a period of faux progressive ad campaigns or reactionary backlashes, such as non-binary Mr. Potato Head and the Bud Light fiasco, the pendulum has now swung the opposite way. Now it's progressives who are expressing outrage over advertisements. The Sydney Sweeney ad sparked discourse, then memes and mockery, as commentators tried to make sense of the controversy and gauge how much outrage the campaign had really caused. So this is something I noticed. I remember when I would watch, I sometimes watch like MTV stuff from like the early 2000s. I would see like Eminem interviews, and he says that he doesn't think it's the parents that are really as mad. He thinks it's more like the press that's trying to make him out to be mad, make everything out to be mad. I think it's these guys too. I think the average person really doesn't care about Sydney Sweeney in an ad. In fact, I've never met someone who dislikes Sydney Sweeney. I think. But I think it's just these people because I feel like the average person has bigger things to worry about than Sydney Sweeney in an advertisement,
right?
And Here's some tweets that you'll probably find funny. I was laughing the whole thing off, but news has just come down the wire that Sydney Sweeney has invaded Poland.
Rather have her than fucking Hitler, dude.
Sydney Sweeney has invaded the Soviet Union. Sydney Sweeney has declared war on the United States. Sydney Sweeney has bombed Britain. They're establishing a campaign in North Africa. They've invaded Stalingrad.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, dude. Too many people have too much time on their hands.
I know, man. This is
at the end of the day, like, what gets me more aggravated is like they just don't really give a fuck about like all this other real problem bullshit. Like fucking all these gun violence deaths, all these other things in their fucking community. They don't fucking bitch and complain then, but like it's always when that's the problem. Like the problem with conquer and divide is when it works. You don't want to fix their own communities. You don't fix your own communities. You don't do this. You don't do that. But as soon as something else happens outside of the race that happens, then it's a fucking problem, and that's bullshit. Like that's a real fucking issue. That doesn't rely just on, that's everybody.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking stupid. Like, that's the main issue. That's what's keeping us behind. And that's the main reason why we don't look like fucking Dubai. That's the main reason why. It's one of the main reasons is our politicians. They make fucking billions and they make millions and millions of dollars fucking inside trading and all this other bullshit. So.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to make a problem out of Sydney Sweeney's race. Like, so I remember I saw this. Basically, this is the same thing with Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem, bleach blonde hair, blue-eyed. I was watching, but we worship Eminem for new release listeners, by the way.
He's
a big fan. I'm a fan, but I was watching the Anger Management Tour 2002. Everyone of every color was in that audience, so he was uniting people, but he was a white guy making black music.
Yeah.
So they're trying to divide people, divide him because they knew that it'd be a hot topic. Meanwhile, Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue eyed, everyone of every race likes her.
Right.
She's a good actress. She's extremely hot. So they want to divide people over that. And meanwhile, you have guys like this fucker right here. This is problematic. Sydney Sweeney's jeans adverts and photos shouldn't be celebrated, and we shouldn't be cheering her on. This is harmful to women and young girls who now have an unreal expectation forced upon them that it's okay to wear double denim and not be laughed at. Oh.
That's funny.
That's not that bad. That is good. Okay,
not that
never
bad.
mind. All right. I thought it was being genuine.
Who posted it?
Bill Moon.
The moon, white guy out.
All right, I didn't read the whole thing. No, that's funny. Okay.
That's funny.
All right, while some expressed disappointment in Sweeney City for leaning into sex appeal to sell products such as her bathwater soap bars, others commended Sweeney for capitalizing on her brand, noting that she was one of the few non-Nepo baby stars out there. Those people are hypocrites. They didn't say anything when Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were making softcore porn in the music videos, and a softcore porn song reached #1 on the Hot 100, and critics were glazing it for being sex positive when really they're just being skanks. And like at the Grammys, they're like you hear like you literally see like semen fucking on the jumbotron in the background. You fucking see Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B scissoring. I mean, on its own, that's good. Cardi B's hot, but like on TV, man. On national,
I totally didn't even hear what you read, bro. To be real, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what?
So did you read again?
While some expressed disappointment in Sydney Sweeney for winning into sex appeal to sell products such as her bathwater soap bars, let's be honest, the bathwater soap bars there's no way that's not actually her bathwater. Others commended Sydney Sweeney for capitalizing on her brand, noting that she was one of the few non-Nepo baby stars out there. Yeah, that's a good point. She's not a Nepo baby. She's come from like small town Idaho or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one tweet.
You hit me with the WAP shit. That was funny as fuck.
This one tweet says she is pretty clearly trying to make as much money as possible during her window to do so. Nepo babies and the wealthy don't have pressing reasons to do this. Yeah.
This is coming from all over the place.
What seems like a small outrage, largely contained on X, Twitter, eventually spread into the rest of the internet. On TikTok, Doja Cat joined the discourse, mocking Sweeney's jeans monologue with an exaggerated Southern accent.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the way you... Okay, look, if that's the way you see it, I can't stop you, but, like, I'm just letting you know, it's not... Well, first of all, Sydney Sweeney is not from the South. She's from Iowa.
Where's she from?
Iowa.
She's from Iowa?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Fuck no, I didn't know that. Now I'm more of a fan.
Sydney... No, I'm sorry, Idaho, excuse me.
Jesus, now you got my dick hard and everything. Thinking I had a chance.
All right, let's see. She is originally from Spokane, Washington, but she was raised in northern Idaho. Another place with the Koresh types.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's like these white power militias in Idaho. They have like military training.
I was gonna say, dude.
So that's probably it's like okay. I don't know if you know Sydney Sweeney. I don't know. I don't care. On the Late Show, Stephen Colbert discussed a controversy, saying some people look at this and they're seeing something sinister, saying that the jeans denim wordplay in an ad featuring a white blonde woman means the American equal could be promoting eugenics, white supremacy, and Nazi propaganda. That might be a bit of an overreaction, although Hitler did model for Mein Kampf fit jeans.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of people are just mocking the situation. What the fuck? The White House even commented on the controversy, with spokesman Stephen Chung describing the backlash as cancel culture run amok. This warped, moronic, and dense liberal thinking is a big reason why Americans voted the way they did in 2024. They are tired of this bullshit. They're also tired of shit? Yeah. Like real professional.
Holy shit.
Not professional, dude. You're in the White House, but
well, fuck. Look what we have in the White House. So,
yeah.
like, fuck, dude. Professionalism goes out the fucking window now, dude.
Yeah, I know. And like, and it's all ads, it seems, all the way down, and we are doomed. Are we doomed to endure endless discourse about which demographics is being targeted by corporate America's newest ad campaigns? The internet has shown that they mean water bottles, McDonald's milkshakes, and Labubu dolls into the stratosphere, turning ordinary items into must-have purchases. Advertising is all about attention, after all, and everyone is desperately trying to make their brand go viral by any means necessary. Yeah, for sure. It's just an ad. Who cares? I kind of want to look up Sydney Sweeney naked clips now, but other than that,
Dude, fuck it.
yeah, screw it.
Go to Reddit.
See, a Sydney Sweeney, because like, I don't know, man. It's like, why would you? I don't know. People are just making shit about themselves. I know. This was the same thing with when Oh, here we go. I noticed this was the same thing in the when she did that deodorant campaign.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I love Sydney Sweeney. Keep doing your thing, Sydney Sweeney.
Please.
I love you. Also, if you want to send me your number through my email, give me a nah, there's no way here.
You gotta go to
no way.
Northern Idaho with it.
Yeah, Northern Idaho for sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
I got nice tits. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna stop simping over Sydney Sweeney here.
Yeah, please.
We will never stop simping over Sydney Sweeney, but we gotta stop it for here before we get disrespectful to Horman. So we're gonna take a little break because I'm gonna go help my sister real quick. And when we come back, we're going to talk about a goldmine of a topic, polyamory.
Yes.
All right. We are back, and we are going to talk about very normal people. Sydney Sweeney, me marrying a woman like Sydney Sweeney will make me grateful that I am not in a relationship like these weird fucks, these polyamorous weirdos. It's like I wouldn't even if my wife was Sydney Sweeney, I would not want to be polyamorous. You know why? Because especially if they weren't. You know why? Because like if you let your wife fuck another dude, that's it. All right. This is a post on Reddit, basically. So, solo polyam for over a decade and struggling with the news that my partner and Meta are expecting a child.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I've been solo polyam for my whole adult life, and I usually feel like I've really got it on lock, and it's unsettling in comparison to feel totally out of my depth in the situation. I've been with my partner Taylor for 3 years, and Taylor has been married to Alex for 10 years. So you're a side guy. Taylor and Alex live together, and I live alone. Taylor would like for us all to live together, but that isn't logistically possible right now, and I don't know that I'd want it. Okay, so she wants to get a gangbang. Okay, real classy.
Jesus Christ.
We have a really nice kitchen table dynamic without perspective hierarchy. I don't know what kitchen table means. I have been really impressed by how easy and cooperative it has been, and how rarely I have felt sidelined. I have known since early in my relationship with Taylor that Taylor and Alex were trying to conceive.
Oh, shit.
Taylor and I have processed a fair amount about my fear that once Taylor has a baby, Taylor will no longer have time, capacity, attention for me. Taylor assures me that they are committed to our relationship. Their extended family plans help out a lot with the baby, which makes Taylor optimistic around being able to have time off from parenting. Oh, so you're going to raise another man's kid. Cool. At the same time, we both acknowledge that we can't truly predict how it will feel on the day-to-day. So, maybe don't be in that situation, and don't drag a child into that situation. You pervert.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, yeah, Taylor and Alex are now pregnant. I'm one of the first people they told, so I can't process my feelings about it with anyone we know in real life because I obviously can't share the news. This is actually a huge part of what I am struggling with. Whenever something happens that activates my fear, e.g., I encounter an adult with a child and am struck by how completely attention-consuming parenting is. I want to talk to a loved one about the situation but can't, and this feels really painful, especially if I am actively with a friend in the moment that the upsetting thing happens, and I need to hide from them that the impact is having on me. I am usually a very open and communicative person who talks about all of my feelings, and stifling this makes me not feel like myself. I have considered saying something like, I'm feeling upset right now about something I can't currently share to the details of. I wouldn't want to share those details.
Yeah, no.
Too. That's pathetic.
Yeah, dude.
Like, genuinely.
That sucks.
Like, oh, am I no longer gonna be? But I'm the side guy. I'm supposed to be the most important person in your life. I'm the side guy. It's like John Redcorn in King of the Hill. You fucking loser. My guy, I have no respect for you. I genuinely. Okay. But I worry that if I create a small opening like that and try to start talking about my feelings without revealing too much, I'd end up revealing slightly more until the person I'm talking to puts two and two together and I've effectively spilled the beans. If you are concerned about that and that you don't trust your partner enough to open up to them, you should not be in that relationship, period.
Yeah, dude. He took over and, oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, I've known couples who didn't trust each other. I'm not going to name names.
Yeah.
Like, the grown adult couples who, like, openly did not trust each other. And they were, like, the most miserable couples. Like, I genuinely don't understand why you want to do this to yourself. Like, okay, don't lie to yourself. You want side chicks. Okay? You want concubines. You want to fuck other women. All right, just be honest about it. Don't try to make it like about love and peace, man. Yeah. I have so much love to give, man. I gotta share it with other people. I have such a beautiful body. I gotta share it with other people. Who cares if I'm ran through when no one wants to marry me when I'm ready to settle down? I got all this love I need to give. Fucking wannabe hippie fucks I had. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Ugh. Yeah, my therapist is the one person. You need a therapist, by the way. I feel I can ethically talk to about this in real life, other than Taylor himself, themself. Oh, so it's a
Jesus, that's a whole nother. Jesus.
So it's another type of pervert. All right, but I don't have therapy until next week. I also talked some about my feelings with Taylor when they first told me, although I was trying very hard not to make their big news about me, they could still tell it was hard for me to hear, and they generously made space for my feelings. Yeah, it's like another reason why I'm not okay with polyamory is it kind of attracts like mentally ill people, like
Yeah, who like gain confidence over like another mentally ill person.
yeah.
And then they have control, and then they never had control, so they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and then they act on impulse, and yep, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and yeah, the acting on impulse, like, so toxic relationship is when like it's just not a healthy relationship. Abusive relationships is when one person has a power dynamic over another person and they take advantage of that.
Yes.
So if you're gonna, yeah, it's and mentally ill people. I said this in the last podcast. It's usually the type of people that are drawn to polyamory are typically very disturbed people, like fucking cult leaders. Like cult leaders, they try to make it about themselves. They fuck any woman they want in the thing.
Not even like genuinely like and like them and anything too.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
don't. I don't. Yeah, it's a power thing.
It's crazy.
Like it's all a power thing. Like if your partner ever wants to get into start being in a poly relationship, and the relationship with them, they just want to feel powerful. They just want to cheat without facing the consequences of cheating.
Right. It's the whole thing with poly that breaks my heart. And it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, it really does break my heart. Like it's like I remember one time someone says, if sex is the only thing you feel like you have to offer, I think that's really sad.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, it is sad. And this just tells me that they want to have sex with other people, and they're and it's even sadder because they're not honest with themselves about it.
Sure.
Yeah, and this loser goes on. He says, I would like to have a better outlet for my feelings about the ways that my relationship will permanently and majorly change, and how this was out of my control, except I guess that I chose to stay with Taylor when I knew this was likely part of the deal. All right. He's like, okay, yeah, he realizes that he chose this life. And my fear that, despite everyone's best intentions, I will become a lot more secondary, marginalized inevitably. No shit, you're the side guy. Like, okay, having a side chick is bad enough. But if you're gonna as a matter of fact, being the side chick or the side guy, that's sad enough. But if you're expecting that the guy is gonna put you before his kids,
or why else? Yeah.
And if he does, he's a bigger loser than you are. Believe me. And not only one from the direct impact of the time Taylor will spend parenting, but also the indirect impact of how Taylor will also be working more hours to financially support a kid. And how I am afraid that I will always feel guilty for wanting my partner's time and attention, because I will always be taking a parent's time and attention away from their child.
This fucking guy.
So leave them.
Christ.
And how feeling jealous of a child feels terrible, and also doomed like this no contest. You already know that the child necessarily wins. Good, they should win. And the enormity of this being a permanent thing, there's no going back. At least he realizes that he's not the most important person. If he does, I want to track this guy down and smack him. I know there's a fair amount of content about polyamory plus parenting, but I am needing stories from and content focusing on people in my specific position, not nesting non-parenting partners who had challenging feelings about their partner and newly becoming parents. I need like one of those picture books to gently prepare kids to share their parents' attention with a new baby sibling, except written for grown-ups. So you want to be in a situation where everyone's like a clusterfuck, and none of your kids' siblings are, full-blooded, and you have two kids with two different women before you're like 25 years old, and you want your kids to grow up in a weird situation like that, dude. Oh my God. These people are sick. I don't understand. It's like cult behavior. It's cult behavior. It's like the weirdos that want to make a white only town. It's just it's not normal. I feel bad for you if you feel like that this is what you have to do to finally find love. Like how little self-respect do you have to have for yourself to do that? Like, for example, like, you are a good support network of mine. Mm-hmm. So because I have a good support network, I have him, mm-hmm. I have Uncle Mo, I have, you know, the other friends, and they have a good support network. That gives us a good support network. Right. So I'm glad that I've had a good support network, because if I didn't have, because if say this was like 6 years ago, mm-hmm. I would probably have fallen into some, you know,
heavy drugs, baby.
Heavy drugs. Like,
yeah, your dad would have whooped your ass too.
Yeah, well, my mom probably would have worked my ass more than anything. But like if I didn't discover the Juggalos, I am not exaggerating at all. I would probably be doing heroin right now.
Jesus Christ,
because of like childhood trauma and shit. But what about the guys who don't have a good support network, a good outlet? I feel like they wind up falling into crap like this.
Definitely. It sucks.
All right, here's another article, Reddit post that says, all the therapy in the world can't fix it if the other partner doesn't want it fixed. So if you don't want it fixed...
God forbid, right?
Yeah, if they don't see if you're not on the same page, you know, if you're not on the same page about your lifestyles, maybe you shouldn't have gotten into this predicament in the first place. All right, it goes on. Married 14 years. I've always adored him. Our first foray into polyamory went horribly. He blames me for breaking up with his relationship with Brandy and says he ended it for me. Okay, so he ended it for you. So he's blaming you for what happened, putting you on the spot. You know, I did this for you. I'm beating you because I love you. I'm cheating on you because I love you. You know, these fucking dorks.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a little bit more equity with husband Steve, balancing time away from home, and the responsibilities of me solely caring for a young child all weekend was beginning to weigh heavily on me. No more family time together, no more dinner dates. When I was unwilling to negotiate 3 hours to extend their quality time, we reached an impasse. In his traditional black and white thinking, he ended it with what? Black and white thinking?
Jesus.
Normal is not black and white.
No.
He ended it with Brandy, but there's a strong resentment towards me for it. If you're going to talk about black and white thinking, so whenever a guy has a side chick, all right, they're not open about it with their wives. You know why? Because the wives are going to either leave them or kill them or both.
Yeah.
You know, so like if it's one thing, like you have like a side chick in like I don't know, Providence that you know see like once every 2 weeks, you know, and the chick understands, you know, the deal. But like if you're open about it and your wife is like willingly letting you do it, and you're not, and you're, you know, this open about it, and you start blaming each other for it. And that's not normal. This is like this tradition is tradition for a reason. And like for example, there's a certain guy who's a lawyer, a plumber, a pool boy, a pizza delivery guy, a mechanic, a doctor. This guy, jack of all trades. His name is Johnny Sins. You know? Yeah, I mean, I've seen his videos. He seems like a nice guy, but like if you live in that if you have that job, like him and that what's his wife's name? Kissa Sims? I don't know, but
I don't know.
Like they're not married anymore. They even said in interviews that they used to get in fights about getting jealous with, you know, the other performers. It's like, no shit, that's not gonna happen. No shit, that's gonna happen.
It's like a perfect place to be like in a poly relationship to me though, because I feel like that's like the only like kind of like crowd that can do it, like openly sexual people.
Yeah, and usually those guys are more or less decently good looking because they're porn stars,
right?
But I feel like a lot of polyamorous motherfuckers are not good looking, unfortunately.
Yeah, like a lot of the weird ones.
Yeah,
like the ones that actually get to talk to the hot girl that they actually thought that they were gonna get, and then it's like, hey,
My wife's boyfriend got me Matt Hardy pajamas.
Just Matt Hardy pajamas.
I want to play Battlefield 1 with my wife's boyfriend. I want to watch One Piece with my wife's boyfriend.
Oh God.
And yeah, and even if like even those guys, the professionals, the guy that know the score, they get jealous sometimes. So if the professional porno stars get jealous, you know that this is going to be a problem, and they're the only ones who get it. All right, but this lady goes on. About a year later, he meets another lady, Paula. She seems nice enough, but she says, "I'm not into this poly stuff, but willing to keep an open mind." So if she's not into poly stuff, why does she want to be a side chick? Exactly. So that's like they've been in a very serious relationship, all while he is pouring into that cup while I sit here alone, unwanted and isolated. Stays with her all weekend now. Why, I ask? Because I want to, is his answer. That's the problem. Jesus Christ. There's no respect. People start disrespecting each other. This has been voiced in therapy. He's unwilling to still pour into my cup and not interested in me pouring into his cup. My father has pancreatic cancer just diagnosed. I know he likely won't live long. I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
So if your husband is not going to be there with his cancer, then he wasn't the right person to begin with. You gotta ditch that motherfucker. And like this guy, your husband seems like a jerk off. He seems like the kind of guy that wants to manipulate to say that, poly is such good shit, man. It's such hippie, it's all free love, man. When really he just wants an excuse to fuck other women.
Yeah.
So
You think it's okay? Like, which sex is it that's worse to be in a poly, a man or a woman?
All right. So here's the thing. So having a high body count is bad, no matter what gender you are. Like I don't care about your. Okay, so I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to pasts. My standard is as long as your body count is less than your age, I'm good. But so here's the thing about men and women. Men can bang a chick and not think about her ever again.
Right.
Women think about the guy they lost their virginity to while they're still married. And I'm not blaming men for it. That's just how women operate. That's how men operate. I'm not saying it's good or bad. So if a woman sleeps with a lot of men, she's thinking about those a lot of men. Therefore, she cannot, focus on the one guy she's with because she's been exposed to all these other people. Men are not like that. Now it's the inverse for men because men are disrespecting women because they're fucking chicks, not thinking about them, and they're not taking into consideration how women think sexually. But it's even worse when a woman doesn't take into consideration how women think sexually, and she's not taking into consideration how men think sexually.
Right.
So they're not respecting themselves. So what's worse, not respecting yourself or not respecting someone else? It's even when a man isn't respecting himself, he's letting his wife fuck out the deuce.
Yeah. And it's dude, yeah, and yeah. So I think. So you would say it's both, regardless?
Yeah, both regardless.
Yeah,
yes.
I feel you.
Yeah. During our last couple session was the only time he's embraced me during this whole ordeal of figuring out why my dad's so sick. Sorry about your dad is the only thing he said about the whole thing.
I'm sorry, but
you've always adored him. I wonder how many red flags you miss to get to this point, man. I was so happy to have felt comfort from him. I complimented him. You're so happy to have felt comfort from him, so you complimented him. That means you're desperate for him to, I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Thanked him. He said it felt great. However, immediately following the session, he says, what are we doing here? Indicated he feels therapy is a little benefited to him. I felt crushed. I needed him home with me to sit with me, just be present. Instead, he ran to Paula. He said that he's too overstimulated here with kids and the everyday chaos that comes with being a family. I've never felt so alone. So he's choosing pussy over his kids. Just yesterday, he shares Paula says her father is on his deathbed, telling me she's freaking out and needs him. So I rearrange my plans. He runs to her side. My adult child says, "Wow, Mom, wish he'd do that for you. I've lost him." He says he doesn't want to put any effort into reconnecting. He doesn't know how. I'm so hurt. I'm so alone.
Oh.
And the thing about insecure guys is that they'll leave their wife for like their 20-year-old secretary.
Yeah.
So, you gotta, and that's also like, cause like he's gonna leave you for him if he thinks the pussy is better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oh my God.
Yeah, this seems sad.
This is just sad.
Yeah, now I'm over all this shit. Like that's.
I see a comment that says he doesn't deserve you. I hope you make loving decisions for yourself and find greater support and love in your life soon. This isn't what ethical poly looks like. Oh, so there's ethical poly. When I talk about ethical poly, being honest with yourself. It's not ethical, like, at all. So, like, if you're gonna like be ethical, be honest about yourself. You want side chicks. You want to fuck other chicks without, facing the consequences. If that is what you want, tell us. But don't lie to yourself and spout this fake hippie bull crap about wanting to give free love and show the world. We gotta break tradition, man. We don't have to be committed to one person, man. I have all this love to give. I've got a beautiful body. I wanted to share it with other people.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to get trained by like
14? Goddamn.
14 dudes.
Jesus Christ.
It's oh my God. I feel like you got to be some sort of like repulsive weirdo to be drawn to that type of thing. I understand. I understand feeling like it's the only thing you have to do. I mean, that's kind of sad, but yeah. Oh my God. You guys are gross. There's only so much I can make jokes about about this Reddit threads without being like, you fucking pervert.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the thing about his dad not being on his deathbed, okay, that shows like what type of guy is drawn to that fucking lifestyle. Like, cause my dad was there for my mom when my grandpa was sick. Mm-hmm. And my mom was there for my dad whenever my grandpa had like cancer. So you gotta be there for each other, and I feel like if you love another person, you got this free hippie love, man.
Free hippie.
Yeah, you're gonna have a little. How can you be there for one person if you're committed to all these other people?
All right.
Yeah. Got anything to add?
That was sad.
That is sad.
What the fuck, man? Seems like a chick. Oh, that was a chick, right? The whole time?
Yeah, a chick. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Nah. Like, she was. I don't. Fuck that. If she's so jealous, she should have left her. Nah.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh my God. All right, guys. We're gonna end it here. Tune in next time when we talk about Sydney Sweeney, because like we need some joy in this world after reading something like that, and Sydney Sweeney brings me joy. So, see you, brothers.
See you guys. Let's do this.